everyone. It's great that y'all came out tonight. How's everyone doing? Nice. Yeah, it's great to see you all here. You know, I didn't actually prepare any jokes because I thought we'd have snow night. No, I'm just kidding. Please don't leave. So, does anyone know what the purpose of baby oil is? Because I can't think of a single real use for it. And like, oh, hey honey, the Andersons are coming over for dinner this weekend, so make sure you pick up some baby oil so little Jimmy here is looking nice and lubricated. You know we can't reveal his true, scaly and desiccated nature. I want to know what kind of freak is sitting at home coating his child in oil. I know they're coating them, because they always come in these gallon-sized Costco family jugs. Yeah, maybe it's best that I don't know. Kids are fun though. I have a little brother and he's 8 years old. He's really cute, but he says the weirdest things. Like I remember a few years ago when I was studying for the OAT over the summer, I was in the basement and I saw him coming down the stairs and he had a small red candy in his hand and he said, "Here, Shui, I have a present for you." I said, "Oh, thank you, Ethan, so sweet." I take it from him and then he walks off saying, "You're welcome, you deserve it. You had a hard life." I had a hard life. Kid's 5 years old. They don't even know me. And then this last summer, actually, I was driving him to karate class, and I remember that day I wasn't smelling my best because I hadn't showered for a few days. I thought I'd made sure because kids never lie, you know. So I said, "Ethan, do I smell?" And he said, "Yeah, you smell like 23-year-old bread." I was 21 at the time, so bad math there. Yeah, homelessness is still a problem. I gotta work on the transitions. Especially in Forest Grove, and I'm talking about the cats, of course. I don't know why every community has their own neighborhood cat. Ours is an orange tabby with one eye. And I'm just wondering, like, does anyone have any background information on how this came to be, how these cats are roaming the town? If you do, come talk to me after the show. But in all seriousness, homelessness is definitely a problem, especially in bigger cities. So I took my undergrad degree in Montreal. And I remember this one time I was walking into a Provigo, which is like a supermarket, kind of like Fred Meyer, but not really. Dr. Yakovich would know, he went to McGill too. But yeah, so I was walking into this French-Canadian supermarket and I saw this young man, not too much older than me, dressed kind of shabby, sitting by the entrance, and he asked the woman in front of me as she was entering the store, "Hey, can you buy me an avocado? I'm really hungry." And she didn't reply, so I guess he didn't get his avocado. Which, you gotta feel bad for him, because I feel like you have to be at a pretty low point in your life to be getting turned down for an avocado. So I was like, why not give him something that's actually filling, like this ham and Swiss cheese sandwich? So I picked it out. I hurried through the store to get the shampoo I went in for. And then I rushed through the checkout because I don't want to be stuck with this carb sandwich. I was dieting at the time. So I hurried out and I saw, thankfully, he was still by the door, but he was getting ready to leave on his bike. Yeah, he had a bike. It's like the homeless have upgraded or something. So I tapped him on the shoulder and I'm like, "Here, do you want the sandwich?" And he turns around, he looks at me, then he looks at the sandwich and he said, "Oh, that's nice of you, but I'm a vegetarian." And then he rode off on his bike. And that left me feeling so confused. Like, if you're asking strangers for avocados, does that make you homeless? How's he surviving, like, as a homeless vegetarian? Are people actually buying him ingredients for his chopped salad? Anyway, long story short, I'm full of trust issues now. So, I remember before I moved down here, I'm from Canada, and so I didn't know what bank to get started with, and so I asked my big sibling Joel, who gave a wonderful performance tonight. As you can tell, creativity runs in the family. So I asked him what bank to get started with, and he said, "Just go to a US bank." And I was like, kind of annoyed, like, "Yeah, which one?" And it took me a while to realize that that was actually the name of a company here, which is the least specific name possible. I mean, who came up with that? US Bank, just in case you thought this was Mexico. I mean, it might clear things up in Cornelius, but it's not really that helpful. Yeah, so do you ever get that feeling when you're lying there and you're about to fall asleep, and then you hear this loud bang coming from somewhere in your house? It only scares me when things are going really well in life. And it makes sense if you think about it, because when things are going well in life, you know, I'm maintaining good relationships with friends and family, we get a snow day when there's hardly any snow on the ground, things are generally looking up. Then the last thing I want is for some burglar or rapist to break in and ruin my hot streak. On the other hand, when things aren't going so well, you know, like I just bombed a proficiency, there's a lot of snow on the ground and there's no snow day, things are generally looking not so good, then I'm like, well, you might as well just put me out of my misery. Getting a gash across the neck? Sure, I'll take that over the crippling weight of existential dread. So sometimes people ask me why I decided to go into optometry and not something like med school. And yeah, I know, people actually ask that. By people, I mean my mom's Chinese friends. So I always reply, I tell them, it's because I sat down and calculated that if I start school in the fall of 2016, then I'll graduate and become an optometrist by 2020, which, you know, is the greatest coincidence of career graduation and graduation date of all time. So I thought it was a good enough answer. Yeah, optometry school is nice, I really like it, but sometimes you can get really busy. Like last semester when it was so busy and crazy, like I'm pretty sure I developed irritable bowel syndrome sometime just because of the stress. And like, I know, it's devastating. And the worst part was when my classmates were practicing on me for refraction and they're like, 1 or 2, even though I want to say deep down,